If I cave on this, will you forgive me? I don't think so.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you very
Doug
much
Hale.
for your attention and
What should I do?
the
Travis,
long and convoluted history of this case.
service in Iraq and Afghanistan. Should I cave? I don't think so.
The next item, we'll move to the next item for today. Scheduling of the next meeting.
Okay, it's over. I suspect I should douche now, right?
Full board screening and adjudication for April 20th.
Does that mean you can't do your medical marijuana today?
Doesn't mean anything. I'm not accepting this, and we're protesting it, and they don't have jurisdiction. So it doesn't mean a thing. And I'm not signing this, so it requires my signature. And they're actually proceeding without my willingness to sign. And so maybe I don't have to sign it, but I'm not agreeing to it.
No.
And I'm not succumbing to this.
No.
And we'll see what kind of impact this has. So what they'll probably do is when I don't conform to the 180-day probation or find a doctor to help me be supervised or go to their documentation program, then they will suspend my license. So either we get this stopped now or we appeal it at the time of suspension, and my attorney Flannery will tell me what actions we're taking.
Thank you.
Was Flannery listening today?
He's on the call. They shut him down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
You're welcome.
he's not only listening, he's participating.
I put a sign on my door and said, "Don't bug me."
Oh, I won't bug you. No worries there.
Bye, everybody. Bye. All right, see you guys.
Okay, we are staying here, you guys, because they got to walk out that door, and they get to face me. And let's film that.
Bye.
Okay.
So we're staying on. The phone call's over. I have been...
Or is just that phone call over and we're moving on to new?
No, they just signed off. That's
Okay,
it.
That's it.
So I think it's over.
How many has to walk out though?
Greetings, counselor.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good.
Wasn't that fun?
Oh, man.
Now, I have one question for you.
Yeah,
Because of your familiarity.
you're being recorded.
What?
There's a cameraman sitting right next to me, so you're on speaker. Is that okay? Okay.
Well, did you understand the final motion, amended final order, to be that this order has now been entered without us having any opportunity to discuss it?
I don't know. I was just discussing that. It seems to me that if this final order is implemented without my agreement or without their jurisdiction, it's illegal. But
Well, more than that,
Is that one of them?
you had no opportunity to contest any element of this if, in fact, this order was actually entered today. Now, the victory here is they've dropped any reference to misconduct with patients,
yeah,
right?
right.
So now they're talking about, are you keeping records right when they originally decided this, what, in 1915 or something?
Yeah.
Right. So they're talking about what they thought you were doing with your records in 1915, and now 5 years later, when you're still making records and no one's complaining for the last 5 years, they want, because they can find nothing else, to have you submit to their probation and for them to decide whether you're doing what you should or not, with the possibility that then they could cancel your license in some way or other.
Well, plus it is a setup for failure, because I will not be able to find a doctor in Montana with a Montana license who's willing to advocate for me and engage in this charade. So essentially, I can't win that. In other words, I can't find a doctor that'll stand by me.
There's at least one doctor. Didn't Dr. Anderson testify for you?
Yes, he's retired, and retired as of 2012.
Did it say retired? He's still a medical doctor, right?
He's a doctor, but he doesn't have a license, which is why he advocated for me in the first place, because he knew that they couldn't come back at him.
They had no angle on him.
Yeah.
Well, what we're saying, I'm fine with it being broadcast. I have no reservations that what we've just said is true.
Yeah.
This is a traditional railroad by a board that decided not to give us a day in court, if you will.
Yeah.
Talk about what's wrong with the order, what's wrong with their 7 years of process from the beginning until today. And finally, at the end, the thing that started this, which is that they had a false accusation that you had in some way or other conducted yourself in an improper manner with your patients, when in fact you were healing instead of dealing.
Yes.
And they just couldn't believe, because they don't believe any amount of pain medication is appropriate, although all across America, in places where there's civilization, doctors know this. So the best they could come up with was to question whether or not they could figure out your records. And when they couldn't, having them thrown together as part of the discovery.
And
they
scrambled.
decided, because the records were confusing to them, that you should have somebody oversee how you keep your records. That is bizarre, and that is all they can do to save face. And
Yes.
the other proof is that they would not let us have any argument before they entered. Apparently, this amended final order is a final order. They made no reservation about the implementation of the order today.
Yes.
So,
So,
you and I can talk later,
Okay.
attorney and client.
Okay. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
It was a good day.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, we're still live, I think. Hi, Chuck. We were just talking about you. Thank you for your help in this case. The only person with a history in Montana who doesn't have a license that the board can hold against them, and you were able to speak the truth about my case, so thank you. So I just got off the phone with Attorney Flannery, who is incensed at this incredible travesty and miscarriage of justice. How's that for a legal term? I'm going to flip this so you're seeing my face as I rant here. So, yeah, the Board of Medicine has bent me over and screwed me, and they think they're done, but we're not. So I'm hoping for some immediate legal action to put a stay on this. And if there's not immediate legal action, then there'll be some other legal maneuver to thwart the Board of Medicine from their injustice. Now, they deprived me of my due process rights several times in this case, and they're trying to deprive me of more of my due process rights. According to my attorney Flannery, they have no right to impose a final ruling against me when we have no opportunity to argue the case, the merits of the case, and impugn their reasoning. So there will be a chance for us to impugn their reasoning, and it'll happen before district court. And if it doesn't happen there, it'll happen in the court of public opinion, and that's where I need you guys. So, I don't know, letters to the editor at the Helena paper? I don't know. Helena paper's not here today. I think they're tired of this case. So am I, believe me, and I would shed it in a minute if I could. But no longer am I willing to listen to this kind of abuse. Is it time to sign off? Anybody got any questions? So December 18th is the court date, because they moved it. Of course they would. Who is it that has this desire to not only destroy me and my career, run me into bankruptcy, ruin my business, get me in trouble with the IRS, etc., but also the impact on patients? Here's one of them. What do you have to say about this, darling?
You know, this is a bunch of crap, and it's not over. It is far from over, and they will have their day in court, and you will win.
Well, we will have ours for sure.
That's right.
What do you have to say, darling?
To me, it's an injustice. He should be able to defend himself. He has the right to know. He had the right to be there and was not. He will fight it. He will win.
Thank you.